Hey y'all, welcome back. What I've got here is we're going to try to do some yogurt bites or yogurt drops. So I just took some of my homemade yogurt and I put it into this Ziploc bag. And they're not going to be perfect, I can tell just by putting them on here. I'm just squeezing them out. I hope you can see that on the camera.
We're going to start the freeze dryer now.
And my drops are probably a little bit bigger than what they need to be, but you know, they're bite size, so that's the freeze dryer starting so that it can do its 15 minutes of cool down. But this is all we're doing. And I haven't done yogurt bites before. So we're trying something new and see how this works out, which would be great if it works out, because then I can just make my yogurt and then I can just freeze dry it. I don't know, because I think the temperature's going to get high and it's probably going to kill my probiotics, so even though it'll be nice to have yogurt bites on hand, I do still think that I would prefer my daily yogurt for the probiotics. The temperature does get extremely cold and extremely hot in there. So yeah, I do not think, I'd have to do a little bit of research on that, but I'm almost certain that my probiotics would not survive.
You can do, you're supposed to be able to get your culture back out of it, right?
You can get your culture out. I don't know, Hubby doesn't have a mic on, so I don't know if you could hear him, but he said you're supposed to be able to freeze dry it and still get your culture. And I have seen that, and they're joining up. I have seen that, but I think you might have to mess with the temperature, because your culture is not going to survive. You know, like that gets up to, it's like 125, that's too hot for your culture to survive. But you can adjust it. So you can lower it so it will take less time. So that's probably something that you've already started it, so we can't customize this one, which is fine. That's fine. We have enough yogurt that this could just be a treat and doesn't have to have the probiotics. But I will do some research and just make sure that that's not going to kill it. But yeah, I believe that we can get it down to like 95. And I say 95, that sounds pretty low, but that's because, you know, it goes up and below, so it'll go down to 85 and then 105. And I mean, I think our culture will be fine to 115, so we can even go like with 100. But I need to make sure before, because having these with their with the probiotics in it would be great. So we can definitely research that. But these we'll just do first. A nice little treat. This is homemade yogurt, guys, so all this has is milk and the culture in there, a live culture. It does not have any additives at all. No sugar, no vanilla, nothing. But it sure would be nice if I can figure that out, and then I can actually make my yogurt, and then I can have like add fruit to it, mix it all in there, and then actually freeze dry it, and then I can just have like a yogurt fruit bar, and like that would always be available. I wouldn't have to worry about it being refrigerated or anything like that. So yeah, this could be the start to something that will grow. You can make all kinds of stuff. And this is just for us, so you see I'm just putting it in there, no, however it comes out. Really being picky, and I could probably get them closer than what I'm doing, but this is just what I started doing, so here we are. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do all 5, well, this much yogurt, I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll probably have enough to do all 5 trays. My yogurt also has some whey in it, so if I do have extra space, I will make a tray of whey. feel like I'm leaving a lot of space in here.
It's coming out the top.
I'm not the best at this. I don't like wasting the space. But I just don't think these would separate from each other very nicely either. I think they'd probably just turn into powder.
Kind of like ice cream, I would think.
You know, I could just... Oh, I didn't think about it. If we would have done it in the metal trays, we could have put our dividers in there, and then we could have just had like yogurt cubes. Little yogurt cubes as opposed to the little drops. So that's something to remember for next time. How much time is left?
Oh, we still have 10 minutes.
How many?
10.
10 minutes. These are not as good as those. These are more just like spilled on there. It works quicker though. I think that if I just do like try to spoon it on there. Alright y'all, so I didn't have the patience to keep doing little drops, yogurt drops, so I just put the yogurt in here and I'm just spreading it out. So it's probably going to take longer. The drops won't take as long, but this right here is going to take a lot longer. I'll have to come up with a better way, a quicker way to do the drops. I just didn't like doing it with the spoons. I really didn't care to do it with the sandwich bag. I would have preferred the drops just because they're easier. I don't have to mess with them. But here we are. So we got 3 trays of drops. So these trays, I was planning on doing a tray of whey. And like you see, these 2 trays are a little bit more liquidy, especially this one, just because the whey is combined in there. So it'll be fine. It'll just take longer, but that's okay. And now my yogurt is gone. Alright guys, we will see you when this is done.